So let's talk about some of the things you're going to experience in your body as you get down to 10% body fat. And these things are going to start coming up around the 15% body fat range. They're going to be new things, right? Your body is going to feel a little different, and it's going to be way different from what you were dealing with before when you were, in those beginning months of your fat loss stage. So, if you're new here also, welcome and thank you for watching the video. Leave a like if you like what you're hearing, and subscribe for more content like this. I also have an Instagram in the description there. If y'all have any questions, happy to give out any free advice on there. Give me a follow, shoot me a DM, and let's talk, y'all. But let's get into some of these things, right? Because I've been experiencing all these things in this past month, and it's been wild, y'all. It's very different, and it's very tough. And so number one is going to be fatigue, right? You're going to be feeling more and more of that fatigue in your fat loss phase, right? Your afternoons, you're going to start feeling a little more sluggish. You're going to start upping your caffeine intake, especially in the afternoons, which you want to watch out for, right? Because it could keep you up. But yeah, this fatigue kind of hits you out of nowhere. And sometimes you're like, yo, I kind of even want to take a nap. And so it is very tough to get through sometimes. And especially when you're missing meals, you're going to feel that fatigue very, very hard. I had a very busy work day this week where um, I didn't eat for 6 or 7 hours, and oh my God, I felt like a zombie. No joke. I was walking very slowly. I was talking very slowly, right? My mannerisms were very slow, almost non-existent, right? So it's wild, y'all. It's very exhausting when you hit that fatigue. So watch out for that. Try to get some rest, and take it a little bit easier when you get into those final stages of the fat loss phase, because yeah, it's very tough to feel that fatigue. um, Another one you're going to experience is just your mood, right? Mood swings. And so I consider myself not a very moody person, but definitely I've had some mood swings, right? And especially when you are in these final stages and you're dealing with like little nuisances, things like, I don't know, terrible customer service at like the grocery store, or, long lines at the grocery store, or, I don't know, coworkers just not complying, or making comments, or I don't know, not working very well with you. All these things, you're going to feel yourself having a little bit of a shorter fuse, right? And so you're going to want to check in with yourself emotionally and just be like, hey, I'm in this period, and I need to kind of regulate my emotions a little bit, because yeah, your mood swings are going to be pretty intense, no joke. So watch out for your mood swings as well. Another one is going to be just the very intense cravings that you get. So, um, I kid you not, I've been having some of the craziest dreams about like eating food where I really just like pig out, and I'm eating food, man. And so, I had a dream where I was like feasting on like burgers and hot dogs and all this stuff. And yeah, it's so wild, right? Like I literally would have like crazier dreams before about people or weird situations, and now my dreams have literally turned into just eating food, right? So that's one that you're gonna get, right? Your hunger is also gonna spike out of nowhere, right? One thing is like, especially in the middle of the night. You'll wake up with some hunger pains. You'll want to go eat because your brain is just telling you, hey, I need more food. And so that's another one too. Some of your sleep might be impacted by waking up with hunger pains. And really that voice inside your head that triggers like hunger is going to get louder, right? And this is why it's such a tough part of the fat loss phase, is because it's so hard to control your hunger, right? But you just got to stick through it. And you really got to just be headstrong and just say, hey, no, we have our times to eat, and we're going to eat eventually, right? But it can be very tough, right? It's a tough thing to go through. So yeah, that's another thing to look out for. And I think also this last one I'm going to mention is going to be like reactions from your body, almost feeling like you're sick, right? And so this is something I've been dealing with in the past couple weeks. I was starting to feel like I was getting sick. I had a little bit of a headache. I felt like I had some sort of like sore throat kind of thing, but I ended up not getting sick, right? And after I eat and I sleep, it kind of goes away, but then it kind of comes back here and there. And so that's another one too you're going to want to look out for. It could really start affecting your day to day, right? Going to work or commitments you might have, or even just trying to be productive at home with, your creative endeavors, or, if you're working on your business or whatever you're doing, it could really start to slow you down. And so this is when you're going to want to pause and kind of check in with yourself. Okay, how many more weeks of this do I really have in me? And when should I stop my deficit and go into my reverse diet phase? Because honestly, guys, the majority of us who are, getting lean on our fitness journey, are not doing this to compete or um, for reasons of like making money. It really is just for our wellness, our confidence, and to be the best version of ourselves. And so there's no rush, guys. If you have to end your fat loss a little bit earlier, your fat loss phase, that is, maybe you still have a little bit of belly fat and you want to get rid of it, but you're not feeling good and you're feeling all these things. And, these things really compound, right? You're going to be getting the hunger pains while you get the fatigue, while you feel a little sick, and it can be very overwhelming, right? So, when you're feeling all those things, that's when you want to check in with yourself. Hey, it might be time to enter my reverse diet. Worst case scenario, too, is you enter your reverse diet phase for 6 to 8 weeks. You get back up to maintenance and you go back into your fat loss phase to get rid of that last fat or belly fat that might be there, right? There's no rush, guys. No need to stress yourself, get to an unhealthy point, and have it start affecting your day to day. So just really check in with yourself, make sure that you're feeling okay, and if those energy levels are getting very low, if you feel like your immune system is getting very low and you're not reacting very well, it might be time to get out of that fat loss phase, reverse diet, and you can always go back into it later. So check in with yourself, make sure you're feeling okay, and as you get down to that lower body fat percentage, stick with it as far as you can, but be healthy as well, right? I'm at that portion now. I'm about to enter my reverse diet because I'm feeling all these things, right? And I have a little bit of belly fat left. We'll see where I end up in the next week, and then I'm going to go into my reverse diet. But yeah, man, it's a crazy experience, right? And the lower body fat you get, the more you start to feel everything in your body, the things you eat, the sleep that you get, the cardio that you do. You're gonna start feeling all of it, and you get really in tune with your mind and your body, right? They really do become one, which is really cool, right? It's awesome to really know what's happening in your body, really feel it. I remember when I was eating, horrible shit, and drinking a lot and not taking care of myself, not sleeping. You would get random pains and stuff, right? Oof, what is this pain, right? Like in your chest or in your stomach. And now that I live a much healthier lifestyle, things like that don't happen, right? And when they do, I kind of know where they come from, right? Oh, maybe I ate this thing, or I didn't sleep well, or oh, I think I'm getting sick. I'm starting to feel a little something, right? So it's very, very cool that we get to be in tune with our body this way. But yeah, it gets tough in the fat loss phase. So that's the video, y'all. If you like what I'm talking about here, give it a like, subscribe for more. And yeah, if you're having a tough time in your fat loss phase, you're not alone. I've I've been feeling it, and let's stick to it as long as we can safely. Let's hit that reverse diet. People actually say that the reverse diet, you might be able to actually keep losing fat. And so you might actually look better, right? Hopping into the reverse diet might actually be the best situation. But, I've never done it. I'm going to see how it goes for me. I'll report back. And obviously, you guys will see how the physique develops as I enter my reverse diet. But thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Stick to your goals. Don't be an NPC. And good luck with everything, y'all. Have a great day.